What's good, YouTube? We're back with another video. This is more of kind of like a news hot topic type of video, so I will probably be talking less. But it's about Dragon Ball Super, and I saw like a Instagram post, I think, about Toyotarou doing something crazy, but I didn't like look into it. And then lo and behold, on my YouTube, this video from Techstar, who has like hella subscribers, is on it. He's verified too, so we really gonna see if he can do this and like, I mean, it's news. You don't really need to. I still think authenticity needs to be there. That comes first and foremost. We're gonna see his opinion on this, and then through that, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on this. And as always, pre-fire that like. And this is a good content. You want to become a more active user of YouTube, so your YouTube actually hit. YouTube be falling off from now and then, not as a platform, as like sometimes you start watching TV shows and stuff more. You gotta subscribe, and when you subscribe, you hit that bell. That is how you stay tapped in. You like videos too. Yeah, make sure y'all boys drink y'all some water, get y'all some sunlight, get y'all some good sleep. And yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. First and foremost, appreciate y'all boys for being here. Boys and girls, you know what I'm saying? Like 2% of my audience is female. But yeah, I mean, without further ado, it's your boy J Real Sly. Slide onto your timeline. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we may once again be entering the dark ages, purgatory even, because it looks like Dragon Ball Super, for the foreseeable future at least, might be getting shelved. Now,
this is up there with Xenoverse 3 not dropping, Shinobi Striker 2 not dropping, Storm 5 not dropping.
Waited a few days to make this video, hoping any more information at all would come out. Maybe there was some sort of narrative or whatever that got lost in translation somewhere. But according to sources, including DBS Hype, it looks like Toyotarou is about to start working on an original manga. Now, I've been seeing everyone all over social media panicking over the last couple of days, wondering just what this could mean for the future of Dragon Ball Super specifically. As you guys already know, because we've talked about this numerous times before, Toyotarou is supposed to be the successor to Toriyama's Dragon Ball works. I can't remember the exact time frame, but he did take over creative direction of Dragon Ball Super
at some point,
sometime between the Moro arc and the Granola arc in the manga, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was mid-Moro arc. I'm pretty sure Moro is his original idea, and he designed Granola and created Ultra Ego as well. But because of everything going on with the rights to Dragon Ball and the conflict between Capsule Corp and Shueisha ever since Toriyama's passing, this has kinda unfortunately put anything Toyotarou could have potentially wanted to do with Dragon Ball Super on pause. A statement came out a few days ago, thanks once again to DBS Hype for reporting on this, that according to Japan Expo Paris, Toyotarou is set to talk about him working on an original project soon, which is allegedly a manga. Him working on an
pretty old, man. Hope he's in good health.
Original project soon, which is allegedly a manga. He's going to be talking about his project with Kazuhiko Torishima, Dragon Ball's editor, at this panel. This alone is kind of giving us mixed signals because, okay, you're talking about this new original manga you're going to be working on soon with Dragon Ball's editor. This kind of leads me to believe that there's going to be some kind of announcement regarding the Dragon Ball Super manga in the future of things, or really anything Dragon Ball Super related, period, on July 6th at the panel, which is all we can really ask for. Now, this puts us, the fandom, in a weird spot because we were under the impression that Dragon Ball was still doing amazing, right? And Dragon Ball does do amazing whenever they do anything, don't get me wrong. Last year, Dragon Ball had one of the biggest releases of all time with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in October, and while it may not have lived up to the expectation over the last 7 months or so in that time span, it was still an insanely huge release. They did what, like 3 million in a month? And on the same day, actually, we got the world premiere of Dragon Ball Daima, which I'm guilty of this too. I was under the impression that Dragon Ball Daima did a lot better than it actually did. So I am also guilty of getting put in that nostalgia genjutsu. It happens to the best of us. So these two things kind of in tandem pull the wool over our eyes, I guess you could say, and put us all in that genjutsu when it came to what we should expect from the franchise moving forward.
No glaze. I kind of mess with his voice. Like he sounds like a content creator I've watched before.
Because at this moment, it's clear that everything, and I mean everything, is still in limbo. The anime has been gone for what, 7 years now, and the manga, outside of that one chapter that released in February, I think it was, revolving mainly around Goten and Trunks. After the fight between Beast Gohan and Ultra Instinct Goku, it has been radio silent out here. I know the main thing we're all waiting for, of course, is the Black Frieza arc, but at this point, man, I'd take another Goten and Trunks Clean God arc over Ray.
Bro, Goten and Trunks is really tough. I mess with Goten and Trunks' characters. I mess with Gotenks. Any OGs in here play Dragon Ball Fusions? Gotenks, the fusions you can make in that game was so peak. What is good? The Happy Boy 34. Can you watch? He's a friend of mine. He makes gaming vids. Oh, is he on YouTube? If he's on YouTube, I can check out his content and like find a video to pull up. If you're still in here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, everybody not consistent. Some people just be popping in the streams to just type something and go. But if you're still in here, yeah, after this we could definitely watch that. Watch one of his vids. See if it's tough. Yeah, man. Check out Discord com too if you're still here.
Radio side.
Very close to affiliate, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're here before we hit affiliate, even though you just got here, I'll still give you VIP.
Now, I'm not one of those people that thinks just because Toyotarou is working on another original series means that definitely for sure Super is done for.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm not one of those guys for right now, at least. This could be another Samurai 8 situation. That manga ran for what, like a year, a little over a year, or something really short like that. So I'm not completely just spelling out doom for Dragon Ball Super yet. It's just with the way things are right now surrounding the Dragon Ball franchise and Capsule Corp and Shueisha just going at it behind the scenes, we can't really expect Toyotarou to just sit on his hands for 2 to however many years. I mean, I'm sure he just wants to be involved with something and work right now. I mean, not sitting in the background waiting for 2 Titan companies to slug it out and decide his fate for him. None of us would want that.
I think that is tough as a concept. If you have like who's supposed to be the head of it still trying to do something and put like his own work out there, I think that not only shows his skill as a successor, but like just as a mangaka, like the passion he has.
And we don't want that for him either if you're a true fan of Toyotarou. But again, I'm sure things will at least relatively get cleared up at his panel on July 6th. For all we know, Toyotarou, if he's not under some sort of like weird NDA, could be coming out to address his work situation and how difficult it is to navigate an ongoing story like Dragon Ball Super with this huge legal battle going on in the background. He's already very briefly and very seldomly talked about it in the past, but maybe this will just be another one of those instances where he's kind of updating us on what's going on, as much as he's able to do so at least. But on a slightly lighter note, it's sort of funny when you think about it, right? I saw this on Twitter, but is Super Saiyan 4 really just like the Dark Horseman, the most absolute cursed form ever when it comes to the Dragon Ball franchise? Because when GT ended, although we were more or less prepared for this if you remember all the way back then, but when GT ended, Dragon Ball went straight to purgatory. There was literally nothing we could look forward to besides games.
That's funny. I get what he's saying. Like once Super Saiyan 4 drops, everything's like over. And then now that he dropped the Daima, this is happening. I still think Super Saiyan 4 is one of my favorite transformations, dog. Respectfully. Just off the strength of like when I haven't seen Daima, but I hope they kept some of the stuff from the OG. Like it was kinda like Sage Mode in GT, like he was able to sense things around him way better. And it wasn't just because his power level went up, it just like comes with the form. So Super Saiyan 4 to me looks cool, has cool abilities, and I like kind of like the premise of it.
I mean, it was so bad during this first gap. You guys probably don't even remember this. I know a lot of us were really young at this time, but there was not even a Dragon Ball movie for the first decade of the 2000s. I think the last Dragon Ball movie before Battle of Gods came out in, off the top of my head, I think like 96, 95. This was before I was born, mind you. And Battle of Gods came out when I was in high school in 2013. Let that sink in. 95, 96 to 2013. There was no Dragon Ball movie at all. GT ended, so we were asked out. It was dark times, man. That right there is purgatory. Funny enough, this initial Dragon Ball drought between GT ending and the OVA and Dragon Ball Super's announcement is really what birthed the humble beginnings of the Dragon Ball fan manga community. So I guess that is kind of a good thing we got from that almost 20-year drought. But then we get Daima last year and the canon introduction of Super Saiyan 4, and now guess where we are again? Right back in purgatory. Maybe that form is just cursed, man. I don't know, but I pray that we don't have to experience a drought like that again, bro. If we have to go almost 20 years again without Dragon Ball,
chat, I'm gonna be pushing 40 in 20 years, bro. That's insane to think about. And he was born in 96, he said. He said it was like kind of before he was born or when he was born. So he's around like my age, maybe 10 years older, give or take. So it's like he gonna be like 50, bro.
You might as well just pack it up. Not to like be a downer or anything, but some of us might not even be here to see it come back. That is what, 18, 19, 20 years? That's spooky, man. We're not getting any younger, and this is why I feel like if all of this is true and this legal battle could very well continue for years to come and is kind of keeping the series in limbo where not even Toyotarou can do anything, man, he has every right to move on and explore other options. Yes, we all know that he loves Dragon Ball just as much as the rest of us, but damn, is my guy supposed to just sit in the cup chair for 20 years? Like, let's be for real now.
Especially because we got to respect voice actors. Like, people are going to have to get, like, new castings are going to have to happen. Like, those are conversations we're going to have in 20 years.
But all that to say, I don't know what's going on with Super Saiyan 4, man. It might need some holy water. Whenever this form comes up, it just tosses Dragon Ball in purgatory for decades at a time. I don't get it. Still my favorite form of all time, but man, that shit is like the first sign of the apocalypse at this point. But let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. I didn't want to make this video too long. I just had to make sure that I address, you know, all of the chatter going around about Dragon Ball Super right now and Toyotarou's panel on July 6th, which we'll definitely be talking about whenever that time does come. So fingers crossed for some good news. I still have faith. I got a little copium left in the tank, but if Dragon Ball Super is done for the foreseeable future, it's been a great ride, man. This series absolutely changed my life, and I can't wait to see what Toyotarou has in store for those of us that, you know, just want to see him keep winning. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below because I'm sure we all have different emotions on this. But anyway,
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man, it's a W video by Techstar. Hold on. I don't know how long his other videos are, but I'm gonna subscribe even just for personal like reasons, just to stay tapped in with Dragon Ball. Yeah, that was tough. Mic just fell. Hold on. Problem I was having a while ago. That was a tough video from Techstar. Let me move my PC over so the mic doesn't fall again. I don't want to cook y'all ears like that. That's a good video from Techstar, man. Shout out to bro. And I really hope Dragon Ball can make it through this. Hope it doesn't go through as big of a drought. I hope they get over like what they're gonna do soon. Appreciate y'all boys for staying tuned, man. And y'all know what time to find me next time. Peace.